I want to start today's video with another reading from Further Along the Road Less Travelled about consciousness. But while consciousness is the whole cause of pain, it is also the cause of our salvation, because salvation is the process of becoming increasingly conscious. When we become increasingly conscious, we go further and further into the desert instead of burrowing into a hole like the people who choose not to grow up. That's quite profound. We'll talk about it in a minute. And as we travel onwards, we bear more and more pain because of our very consciousness. As I said above, the word salvation means healing. It comes from the same word as salve, which you put on your skin in order to heal an area of irritation or infection. Salvation is the process of healing and the process of becoming whole. And health, wholeness, and holiness are all derived from the same root. So all of our suffering arises from our consciousness. So it's a blessing and a curse. But without it, we wouldn't be human. It is our consciousness that allows us to feel our emotions fully, allows us to feel pain, pleasure, sadness, grief, love. And without it, we would be going round in an animalistic way. We wouldn't be able to communicate. We wouldn't be able to love. We wouldn't be able to, communicate fully. We wouldn't be able to live the lives that God has allowed us to do through becoming conscious. Now, there are levels of consciousness. Everybody always talks about consciousness and lots of people going through the world in an unconscious way, which when you slow down and you ask yourself about the present moment and about acceptance and accepting every moment for how it is, you realize that a lot of people are going through life unconsciously, unconscious of their unconsciousness. And let's give an example. It's easy to be dwelling on things in the past or worrying about things in the future. When you are in either of these two stages, it is then impossible to be present. You cannot be in the now if you're in an illusory space which doesn't exist up here. So a lot of people go through their lives worrying, dwelling on things that they said in the past, thinking about, need to do this later, need to do that later, need to go here, need to go there. Never just slowing down and accepting what is now, this present moment. And so, when you go through life in this hurried state, it is a state of unconsciousness because you are not present, and that is the definition. And you can see it in the way people react to certain situations, big or small. Bad news, buses late, flights delayed. And these people will immediately fly off the handle. Their flight's delayed by an hour and a half. And you'll see them having a temper tantrum at 45 years of age. I'm not belittling it. It's coming from a place of unconsciousness. They don't know better. It's not until you allow yourself to slow down, listen, ask your mind, ask God, you realise that it's irrelevant. If you would be given that hour and a half on a Thursday afternoon when you were stuck in work to sit and do nothing, you'd love it. So it's all about mentally reframing what is going on and realising that every moment it's okay, no matter what is going on. No matter what's happening, no matter if you're receiving the news that you've got some illness, you got the wrong results from an exam, you didn't get into the university you want, you didn't get the job you wanted. Question where the thoughts are coming from. Does this truly matter? No, it does not. Because what's meant for you will always come to you. It's a physical impossibility for it not to. What is meant for you will find you. And when we start to question things in our lives, why am I doing this? Why am I doing something that might be negatively impacting my health? Question it. If you decide that it's worthwhile, then continue to do it. For instance, I enjoy smoking cigars from time to time. I know it's not good for me, but it's a wonderful time to slow down, meditate, and be with myself. And the pros outweigh the cons, but I've sat and I've asked myself, is it worthwhile? For me, yes it is. Maybe it's not for you. If you're, let's just say, using aerosol deodorants, we have known for a long time that these are terrible for our health. Question, can I replace this with something more healthy? If you are watching things that are incredibly unhelpful for your mental state, maybe you're watching violent films or horror films and you're wondering why you're having angry thoughts or aggressive thoughts, question that. Most people don't, they go through unconscious. Bring what is in the darkness into the light and ask why. Why do I want to have this thing that I think is going to impress somebody that I don't really know or like or feel like I need to fit in? It's so important that we ask these questions and we make the unconscious conscious. And there'll be a ripple effect. It'll start to happen in your whole life and you'll realize, why did I ever do that? Why do people still do that? And you'll realize that you've got agency over what you choose to put into your body physically, mentally, spiritually, through a place of consciousness. And always ask God for help. Ask Him to guide you throughout your life. And then wait for these little moments of inspiration, because they will come. Look out for them. Here when they come. Make the unconscious conscious, bring it to light, and live from a place of fully being present when you can. It's a journey. Hope you've enjoyed today. Go and say something loving to somebody. Send somebody a lovely message. Spread love and positivity in a time where we really need it. Love you.